Good morning and welcome to today's episode of My PA Dream. Today is Thursday. Today is day 10 of the building process, day 10. So today I think they're going to be doing today they're going to be doing a little bit more of the rebar, and I think they're going to be doing some more of the concrete pour, I hope, and I want to be out there for a lot of that. And the other thing that I'll be doing today is I'll be running over to Warren's maybe and getting a burger for lunch, because I spoke with them 2 days ago, and I think they're expecting me at their site. So let's head on out to the job site and see what today has in store for us. I am a little bit late this morning getting started. This morning I woke up and I did my normal email, and I went over to check all my devices, because remember yesterday I actually, good morning, morning, and as you know, yesterday I forgot one of my cables and I didn't have any way to charge up my any of my devices while I was on the work site, so the extra camera actually ran out of battery power. But today I am prepared to have those, and I woke up this morning though, and my Wi-Fi device, I charged it overnight, but maybe the USB connector didn't work properly inside of it, and it was like totally dead. And I thought maybe it was defective, and I was so concerned I was going to have to take another ride out to SM today, to the Smart office, and have them replace it or do whatever they would do. But I unplugged it a few times, I removed the battery, and I plugged it back in. I think it's a loose connector, and it's actually working properly now. It's actually charging. I won't be able to bring it out to site today, but I'll be able to use it tomorrow. So anyway, let's get today started. So without further delay, let's get today's video underway. Morning. So it's actually a light misty rain this morning. We haven't been getting a lot of rain. It's actually been extremely dry around here, and you probably only see me take the umbrella out maybe twice the whole time that I've been here. Probably only about twice, because this is not rainy season, but this is also the optimum time. If you're building a house in the Philippines, you really want to start around January, because when the rainy season comes at the end of the summer months, you want to make sure you have your roof installed on your house. So I was actually walking through the town this morning, and everybody seemed so concerned because I didn't have the umbrella out. It was just light mist and just getting a little bit on my glasses. But everybody in the town was making comments to me, it's raining out. Why don't you have your umbrella? Yeah, I'm like, I got my umbrella in my backpack, and so I got my umbrella now, so I'm good to go. I spoke a little bit with the guard this morning, but again, these are new guards that are out here, so I'm trying to establish the rapport so that I can get my daily intel briefing from them. And this morning, actually, the site administrator, my good friend Marites, was on site, and she sat around and she asked some of the questions to him, and basically I asked the same things each day. You know, did any building materials come on site? Did my builder, my contractor, did he arrive on site yet? So I got all the information. Basically, no to both of those questions. Neither did I receive any additional building material, which that's okay, because today they still have plenty of gravel and sand and concrete to actually, if they do some of the footers again today, that they actually have enough of that on site. And as well as my architect, builder, contractor, he's not on site yet either, but he will only show up when they get to a certain point, especially when they're actually changing their construction from diverting from one area. But that's okay, because he doesn't actually need to be out here all the time. He actually has his father out here doing kind of like a foreman that's monitoring a lot what's going on. And what he really needs to be out here is when they move from one phase of the building to a different phase. Like, it was important yesterday that he was out here when they went from the digging of the holes to the pouring of the concrete around the rebar footer. So he needs to be, and it was good he was out there, because there were a couple of minor little errors that were going on, and he corrected it on the spot. So let's head out to the build site and see what's going on this morning. Hold on for a second. I've never been down this street before. I actually want to see what houses they have built back here. Wow, this is actually a pretty big house. I've only noticed this one from the backside when I'm walking into the subdivision on the main street that comes in. This is actually really beautiful. I've never been back here. This is neat. And I love these foxtail palms that they have here. I plan on having several of those. I tried growing those at my residence in the US, but this one actually doesn't handle the cold weather very well, and I lost every one of those there. But my banana plants come back every year around here. Oh, and there's another Bahay Kubo. I didn't see that one. Again, I haven't been on this street before. And what I'll do is, from time to time, I'll wander off the beaten course, and I'll have you come along with me to share in my exploring. This is actually quite nice. Look at this Bahay Kubo. So the concrete is beginning to harden. This is the southwest corner column that they poured yesterday. And as you can see, they're actually digging the center out of 5. There'll be 5 column supports in the front of the house. And the only one that's remaining is the one he's actually digging right now. And you can see they're actually, you see the form that they have over here. That I watched them measure it off already. And what they'll do to make sure that it's plumbed vertically, they use a plumb, they don't use a laser or level, they use plumbs here, which is fine. I mean, that's went back to the Egyptians and before, using that method to actually plumb to make sure that the wall is straight or the column is straight. So they'll be doing, I suspect that one will get done today. I just had a meeting down here with the service representative for Batilek. That's the folks who are supposed to be hooking up our temporary electrical connection, and we still have some communication to do. But I got caught. We actually went down here where the actual transformer is that provides the electrical to our site on the top of the hill. And I didn't bring my umbrella down here, and the sky just kind of opened up, as you can see. And thank goodness for banana trees, and I guess there is a good reason for mahoganies other than their wood. It's actually pretty good. I'm pretty dry right here while it's pouring down out there. So what you're seeing here is the actual footer that's going to go up underneath the vertical column, and this will sit on top of some crushed rock aggregate that's been tampered down. And one of the subscribers asked yesterday the question about the concrete floats or the chair lifts, or there's many terms that they use for these. And what it does, they actually lift up the rebar support in order that the actual rebar itself or the footer doesn't touch the soil and get corrosion and eventually cause problems with integrity of the support. So what this contractor uses, they actually take rebar right here and they twist it, and it's about a 10 centimeter high, and what it does, that will actually sit on top of the crushed rock aggregate. This is actually upside down. So the bent pieces of the rebar right here will be on the top and provide additional support for the base. But this is actually how they get it up off the ground, and then all this will be actually underneath it. Remember, it's flipped over, and it will have all the concrete that embeds around the footer. Good question though. Appreciate it keeping us on our toes. So while we're standing over here by the materials used to make the concrete mix, one of the questions I'm sure is going to come up at some point, and I'll answer it now, is what is the concrete mix that they're using here, the ratio? Well, the ratio that my contractor is using is 1 part of the concrete mix, the Excel Premium Portland, to 2 parts of the sand and to 4 parts of the gravel. And they have 2 ways of actually doing the mixes. They'll actually do the mixes inside the bag. You saw yesterday they actually did it a couple different ways. When they first started it off, they actually started using by shovel, and they know how many shovels equals 1 bag, and they just multiplied that when they were doing it manually inside the mixer. But later on, what they did, they'll do what they already have here. It's already pre-mixed inside here. And you'll see they have the sand and the gravel, and what they'll do is they'll mix it, and they will take the bags that are already done and mix it faster like that. They'll have somebody back here throwing the stuff inside, so it's no guesswork at did I miss a shovel or something like that. So that's the mixture that they use. The next question you're going to ask is what is the PSI ratio for the 1-2-4 mixture, and that's going to be 3,000 PSI. If they need higher PSI for some stronger, what they'll do, it's going to be, I believe it's a 1-2-3 mixture, 1 part of the cement, 2 parts of the sand, and then 3 parts of the rock aggregate. Here we are at Warren's Burger and Lomi House, and I am ordering the Tower Burger today. So I asked what's on the Tower Burger, and the Tower Burger has ham or hamburger. I'm not sure what the ham portion was. She said ham, that's what I got out of it, but I think maybe hamburger. And it's going to be egg. There's going to be some egg on there. I think maybe traditionally they put a whole egg on there, and some vegetables, which I think are going to be the lettuce and tomato, maybe onion, would be cool. So I ordered it, and I actually looked at the size of the roll, and the size of the rolls are like this right here. So I'm like, oh, that's a little bit small. So I'm going to order a couple, and I'm actually going to order a couple for to go, takeout, and I'm going to have that later on, and at least I have dinner prepared for me when I get home. So, let's see what the Tower Burger is going to be like today. Children. Yes. Well, anyway, I'm at Warren's Lomi and Burger, and this is wife Jenna. Hi. Jenna? Yes. And this is actually Warren. I actually thought Warren was gonna be cooking for me, but actually the master cook right here, I think is Jenna, and she actually made the burgers. And I got to tell you that the burgers I just had, they were phenomenal. And when I said I didn't know if it was ham or hamburger on there, it was both. There's ham and hamburger. And then there's like the salad, which is the vegetables you call it, which is like the lettuce and tomato, and there's all like some kind of cabbage or something like that, or what's all the vegetables?
Repollo in Tagalog. Repollo.
Repollo. Ah, repollo, yeah.
Happy.
Yeah. And oh, good. Now I can hear myself. All right. So anyway, and the salad, and there was egg on there. There was a whole egg on there.
Yes.
And what's that? And your special sauce, is that a secret? The little sauce that I have left over. Yeah.
Mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise. Oh, the secret is out now. There's more stuff inside of the mayonnaise. Maybe some ketchup or something like that too with the mayonnaise. So yeah, it has all these. Lots of stuff on there, and I thought I was only going to be able to eat one. I had to make 2 because remember I showed you the bun and the Ben's lip, but when you put all this stuff on there, it is huge. So I told her, so this is what I told her. I said put 2 for my to-go, which is this right here, and there was going to be 2 to go. And then after I started eating the first one, I'm like, oh, you're going to have to make this 3rd to go. But it was so good that I actually ate. I feel guilty about saying this, but I ate the 2nd one. So you see this? So
Big tummy.
yeah, big tummy. So anyway, I highly recommend down here at Warren's Lomi and Burger Place. It's actually absolutely great. And I want you to see the prices. These prices. Look at the prices here. These are fantastic. The prices they have here. You cannot beat. And that's a tower burger for 30 pesos. For 30 pesos, a tower burger. Did you see the size of that?
Sulit.
Watch out, McDonald's. Anyway, that was a great lunch. I got my to-go takeout. I'm gonna put that in the ref. But if you're looking for Warren's place, it's actually right next to it's right on the side of the church here in Anilao. So it's very easy to find. Just look for the church landmark and you're right there at their place. Well, I am back here in the subdivision. I'm going to head back to the lot and see what the progress is being done at the lot. So I think Roy back there, I think he had one of Warren's tower burgers because that's exactly what it does too. And I got to tell you that when I got back to the room, I left Warren's around. How are you today? So I left Warren's about what was it, 11:45 or something like that. And I got back to the room, and my whole intention was to sit down and get a head start in some of tonight's video editing. And the tower burger just took me over, and I was out like a light. And it's what, like 2:35 now. So I don't know how long I was out, but I should not have eaten that 2nd burger. So anyway, oh yes, another exciting event is as I was walking through town. You remember Dell, the coffee lady? And she said she was going to talk with her brother. Well, she did talk to her brother. She stopped me as I was walking by, and she said she talked with her brother, and her brother said, yes, let's bring him out to the coffee plantation. And we arranged for tomorrow at lunchtime. I'm going to go to the coffee plantation, the coffee farm, and he's going to show me his coffee farm. And maybe we can get an explanation on how the process they do with picking the coffee beans and what it takes to actually make coffee. So I think I'm gonna try to do that in tomorrow's video, and I think that will be a great addition to the day's activities. So stay tuned for tomorrow's video.